What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy DJ Cody here. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to my page. And from the many views I got, I see this very helpful. So I want to do a recap based on some of the comments. And we're going to do this in stages because there's a few people we want them to come on and catch up to where we're at. And then we're going to go to the next lesson. So we're going to just do a recap of it, which is an 8 count. Again, this is my disclaimer. This is just what I was taught. There's many ways that people teach this dance. This is the way I was taught here in Chi-Town or Windy City. It's 1, 2, 3. You always start with the left. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now remember, when you hear the music and you get your tempo, if you're snapping, again, you're stepping. If you're clapping, you're stepping. That doesn't change. If you're snapping, you're stepping. Don't wait that snap, then step. You're going to always be off. Think about it. Remember when you used to slow dance, the first thing you do is you put your hand on their back and you start patting, and you got your beat. That's the same thing you're doing here. When you're stepping and you got that beat, if you're clapping, you're stepping. So if you break the dance up into 3 parts, it's 1, 2, 3. First part, 4, 5, 6. Second part, 7, 8. Now you notice the first part starts with the 1. The second part starts with the 4. The third part starts with the 7. So if you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you don't want to do all that counting, you can go 1, 4, 7. Same rhythm. 1, 4, 7. The reason why I say that because most of the dance happens on the 1, the 4, and the 7, which leads us into the turn. If you're doing a turn, it's 1, 2, 3. That's the first part of the stepping. The second part, 4, 5, 6. That's the second part. 7, 8. Now you're right back at the beginning. So it's 1, swing around, 2, 3, step out on the second part, which is the 4, 4, swing around, 5, 6. Now you're right here, 7, 8. Now the difference between that is a whole turn. Now here's a half turn. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, and you're going to stop. Because if you get in a half turn, your partner may want to keep you there and do something else. And this is what they call that little step back. So when you come out of the half turn, you're going 1, 2, 3. You're going to step back on the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me do it this way so you can see. 1, 2, 3. Step back on your 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're really not stepping back on a 4. You're just planting that feet to get that count right there. So let me do it again. And this is what it looks like. 1, 2, 3. Stomp. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're using your 4 to position you to step back on your 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, this is how the half turn will look from here. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all you're doing. So instead of putting it to music, when you're practicing by yourself, practice with music and without music, just so you can feel the rhythm and you can feel the beat. Because once you get the rhythm and the beat, take the counting out of it. So that's why I'm doing most of this without music, because it's very important that you get your mind and your body on the same sync of what the dance really looks like. So when you put it to music, you've practiced it enough without music that it should be muscle memory of what your mind and body is trying to get you to do. If you notice on a half turn and the full turn, your second number, think about a 1, you're swinging on a 2, right? Even when you're doing the full turn, when you come out of that 1, 2, 3, you're going to step out on the 4 and you're swinging with the 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you think about it that way, on a half turn, you're swinging on the 2. On the full turn, you're swinging on the 5. So you can't get away from that swing. That's what helps you get around in time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's your half turn and your whole turn. Now, what I was saying about sometime on a half turn, you can either step back or stay in place. This is what I'm talking about. When you come out of that half turn, you're going 1, 2, 3. You can either stay right here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, depending on what your partner doing. The partner makes a big deal in what you're doing, but majority of the time, the person is getting ready to step back. So it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're not stepping back on the 4, but you're planning to line up the 5 to step back to do the 6, 7, 8. No matter what you're doing and stepping, as long as the music is going, you don't stop. If your partner is dancing with you and he's slightly giving you the count or she's slightly giving you the count, that count is not going to change. When you get to 8, you're right back at 1 with that same tempo. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see that tempo never changes? So even if you mess up and you stop, feel that rhythm. Once you get that rhythm, find your steps and get back into it. You see how? When you're snapping, you're stepping. So even if you're off, if you hear that tempo, you know if you hear that tempo, when you hear that tempo, you step right with it. Come with it. You can't go wrong. So even if you're not paying attention, you turn back around, you see the partner, get on it. That's it. You can't go wrong. Even if I was to walk around and do whatever, once I get back around, there we go. You don't change. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is you should get something and just practice holding it so you can get used to your hands doing something else than being by your side or all this other stuff. And something that's simple to do is you just want to practice your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just practice that. Just get used to holding something in your hand to see how it feels to have to hold somebody's hand while you're dancing. And don't focus so much on the turns. There was a gentleman I was watching on YouTube. His name is in the caption. He said the reason why people came up with turns is because of the absence of the footwork. Now, what if you get with a partner, like he said, that don't want you to turn them? How are you going to entertain them just by holding them here without turning them? For the average song, 3-4 minutes, you got to have something to do. So that's why I say, once you get the count, forget the count. Once you get the steps, forget the steps. Just focus on the rhythm and dance. So when you're in your footwork, you're not following the pattern of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You notice I got a rhythm. I got a beat. That's all I'm keeping going. Don't look at it like the gentleman said in his caption. I'll send a link where you can listen to what he's saying. Don't look at stepping like a line dance, like you got to be robotic and do the same thing again and again and again. Once you got the rhythm, when you get back in sync with your partner, like synchronized swimming or things like that, that's when the footwork makes a difference. The steps make a difference because you guys are dependent on someone to keep it going. So when one person's in that footwork, they can know and identify when you're on the 1, because we're both counting, but at one point somebody's going to stop counting, and somebody's got to let us know and identify the 1. 1, 4, 7, 8. Now, if I'm just standing here and just watching you do whatever, not really counting, you usually identify when you want to go back to the 1 with the 7, 8. 7, 8, 1. Here's a half turn. Watch this. Guys, put the hand behind you. Do your thing. 1. Go back. 4, 7, 8. 1, 4, 7, 8. You see how I'm switching hands? Anticipating I might want to come back around. 1, 4, 7, 8. 1, 4, 7, 8. You can actually practice what you're thinking in your head, listening to the music, trying to create a turn, try to do the turn. So now you're forcing your brain to multitask with this dance, which is the same thing happen when you're really dancing. But the more you practice it, the more comfortable you'll get with it, that when someone does something to you, it won't seem foreign because you've been thinking about that while you've been practicing. And you can just roll with it and just keep it going, and do all. This turn I want to tell somebody, talking about footwork, it's an easy turn. You're going, when you're doing this, if your partner let go of your hand and you want to do some footwork instead of just keep doing this, you can do something simple. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, step out, 7, 8. Now you're back at the front. That's an easy footwork. So if your partner let go of your hand, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're back at the 1. So let's keep it going. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a simple thing that you can do. So if you're doing this, your partner let your hand go, and you don't want to go into a turn, you can do that. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here it is again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you guys for tuning in. I got some more things and tips for you coming soon. This is just an impromptu to get to some of the questions that you guys had. Thank you again, DJ Cody here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for your support. Peace.
Exclusive from DJ Cody.